everyone. You're watching Newegg TV. I'm Jennifer, and today in the studio I have Jacob from EVGA here to talk to me about the TORQ X10 and the TORQ X10 Carbon. How you doing today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out and bringing your cool toys. All right, so I actually got to look at one of these a little bit a few months back when the demo models came around, but I didn't get to use one just yet. So tell me a little bit about it. I noticed it has a nice open air chassis, but I'm guessing that's not the only really unique feature here.
Yeah, so first of all, we've been working on this mouse since last year sometime, probably well over a year.
Okay.
We wanted to do something really different with the mouse. So we have two versions. We have the TORQ X10 and we have TORQ X10 Carbon. The difference between these two versions is really cosmetic. This one here has a carbon fiber surface. It's real carbon fiber also, so it does add to the price a bit. And like I said, it's purely cosmetic. So some people like it, some people may not like it. So that's why we offer both versions.
I did hear that it is like a handmade, like hand-laid carbon surface.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a build quality.
Yeah, and of course adds to the cost. So that's why we wanted to make sure that it's you know, the premium version. We have the premium version and we have the standard version as well. Right.
But I mean, when you're getting the quality, it's one of those things like you're getting what you pay for, so you can still feel like you're getting a good value out of this mouse. So I'm just going to ramble off some of the basic specs. You've got the EVGA 9800, 8200 DPI
up to
8,200
DPI. It is adjustable from the software. You do have 5 different presets that you can set from the software.
Okay.
So you can switch between those on the fly.
Oh. Is there a special button for
so this button right here, it's pretty simple, just DPI up, DPI down, and it has five steps that you can configure.
Great.
You can set each of those from the software.
And you're showing me earlier, there's also a little button on the bottom that can change the LED color with the
so
profile.
it's an RGB LED. So it changes between, we have red, green, blue, orange, yellow. Those can also be configured from the software level as well. But
so you can assign them to a profile, kind of help you keep track of where you're at, and which game you're using it with.
Yeah, or to match your rig.
All right, now I know this is an adjustable mouse, so you've got some customization tools here. Why don't you walk me through some of the setup?
So there's a couple ways that the mouse is adjustable. So the first one is the height. So we ship it with this small tool here, and there's a screw on the back here. You simply turn it, and it increases the height of the mouse.
Oh, great.
You know, everybody holds the mouse in a different way. Some hold it with their palm, some hold it with their fingertips. So at the highest setting, it's a bit more adjusted for I would call like palm gamers who use their palm, and at the lowest setting, it'd be more for like fingertip gamers.
Okay.
So personally, I like it at the lowest setting, but as we've come to find, we've been shipping it about a month, and everybody's using different settings. So
that's awesome.
It's kind of good to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm way more of a palm gamer, so I would probably have that on maximum. Even though I've got these tiny hands, I still like to have like more grip on the mouse. I also like to have a heavier mouse, but you guys can accommodate that as well. And you were showing me inside the. I'll let you do it.
So you can also adjust the weights. So basically, the top comes off just like that, and there's a small tray in here. This tray just slides out like that, and then we ship with different weights. This is the heaviest weight. These are 6 grams each. Okay. You just slide those into the tray. This tray goes back into the mouse, and then you put the top piece just right back on, just like that. And there you go.
Excellent. Now, I'm assuming this is an ambidextrous mouse. I'm noticing that the button configuration.
That was also one of the goals with the mouse, is to design it with an ambidextrous design. So it can fit both right and left-handed gamers. And actually, we have some settings in the software that you can select right or left-hand mode. Okay. So basically, the only thing it does is just switch the buttons around.
Oh, right, okay. I'm left-handed, but I've been using a mouse with my right hand my whole life, because when mice were first a thing, they weren't really ambidextrous. They couldn't be configured one way or another. And also my mom is right-handed, and kind of like what mom says goes.
Okay, that's understandable.
So everybody in the house gets to be right-handed. But anyway, is there anything else you'd like to point out?
I think one of the things that you touched on earlier is the build quality of the mouse. We really spent a lot of time on this. So the base you can see is a metal base. Obviously the carbon, like we discussed earlier. But even as far as the internals, we use the highest quality switches, which are called Omron switches. Yeah. They're certified for up to 20 million clicks, which is their highest rated
That's amazing.
Switch. But not only that, we also use the highest grade laser sensor as well, which is the EVGA 9800.
That's awesome. So you really are getting I think a really good piece
Oh, and I forgot to
money.
mention one last thing is actually in the wire. So we use silver-coated wire. So silver-coated wire is a bit more expensive, but it's less resistive than copper wire.
Well, that's good. So you're going to get the better transfer rate.
Yeah, I mean, if you measured it from a electrical standpoint, it is a superior wire.
All right, Jacob, thank you so much
for
bringing everything out today. I really appreciate it. All right, well, that has been the TORQ X10 and X10 fiber from EVGA. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our various YouTube channels. Until next time, I'm Jennifer, and thank you for watching Newegg TV.